Goody, 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 everyone! This is Dayhawk, bringing to you my take, my review of Kamen Rider Revice episode 49. Man, this is the beginning of the end. Yeah, I can't believe that next Sunday is going to be the last episode. Man, well, all good things must come to an end, right? Yeah. This episode was meant to be chill because there's no more enemies to fight. Oteka's in jail and GIF is destroyed and George's heart has been healed. So we're living in times of peace now. And the only problem left to be solved is Ikki's memories. And it's been a few days since George's defeat, and just two main highlights because overall, like I said, it was a chill episode except for, Ikki and his situation and of course Vice's master plan to regain Ikki's memories. Ikki, what we saw in this episode, Ikki looks like his happy, cheery self, working at the spa and being with customers, being his usual self. But on the inside, I think he must feel awkward because in his mind he is living with strangers, and he doesn't know if he has a family, or maybe he does think that he has a family but it's not them. So it must be awkward for him because his family has been constantly trying to help jog his mind in the hopes of him remembering something. But it's been a few days and nothing has worked. And the proof was in the dinner scene. The dinner scene was perfect in a way because you can tell that his family is being happy and cheery while Ikki feels the opposite. He feels insecure. He doesn't know how to behave around these people, and to the point where he even asked them, how was I acting in front of you guys during dinner, because I don't know. And of course Daiji and Sakura try to help, and Mama-san and Papa-san as well. But Ikki's answers, his responses were, oh, okay, that's nice. It's like you can't help but feel awkward. And to me, while watching that scene, felt awkward for him. And poor Lovey and Vice in their spirit form, just looking on and feeling sad. They wish they could help out too, but they can't. And at the end of the dinner scene, Ikki was talking with Vice, saying that I can't do this anymore. These people are strangers to me, and they act as if I'm their brother, their son. I don't feel any connection towards them. And it came to the point where he made a choice to move out. And I thought he moved out in the middle of the night, but apparently he just moved out the next morning. You see Hiromi and George, taking them to an apartment complex owned by Phoenix, which I'm surprised is still a thing. And as Ikki, tries to get himself situated in his new home, another highlight number 2, comes in. George and Vice had an interesting conversation in regards to the contract, because the deal was that every time Ikki uses Vice's powers, more of his family's memories get to disappear. And from what it looks like, the contract should be done, because there's no other family members to be deleted from Ikki's mind. So why is it that Ikki's memories are the way they are right now? And, like, what's going on? Like, how come the contract is not fulfilled? And even Vice is like, I don't know my full instance of my contract, so he doesn't know. And we get to see there's 2 references in this episode. One reference is with Ikki and Vice, having their Bert and Ernie moment. You see them, getting groceries, getting beds, and it's funny because they should have their own sitcom. I know it's not going to happen, but when I saw them just living together and doing their everyday life, being independent, it's like they should have their own separate show, the Ikki and Vice on their own. And this is a sitcom, not a reality show. I don't know what's more funny, them having a sitcom or a reality show, like an Office type of reality show. Write on the comments below. What do you think? Do you prefer them having a sitcom or a reality show? Anyway, the next day, Ikki is job hunting while Vice is trying to find George and Hiromi. Mind you, he finds them in a cafe, arguing over how to pronounce a certain dessert. And this reference reminds me of Family Guy with Stewie and Brian with the Cool Whip and the Cool Whip. Reminds me of that a whole lot. And this is where we get, this master plan. Because Vice is planning on trying to provoke Ikki into fighting him, which happens later in the next day. Ikki returns from work. Vice hasn't returned. He sleeps, and then the next day comes in, and then he wakes up, and Vice never came back, only to receive word from Mr. Boo that the spa has been ransacked. He goes running, and you see Takumi being injured. The spa looks like it's been hit by a tornado. And then all of a sudden, Hiromi and George comes in and tells Ikki that Vice is under attack. Vice is attacking people. And he doesn't believe that, so he goes, to where Vice is attacking. There you see Papa-san. And Papa-san versus Vice is, I have to say, Papa-san has received an L in the most embarrassing fashion, because Vice didn't need to transform. What he did was he used his stamp to stamp on his rubber ducky, and transforms. Well, I think he transfers himself into the rubber ducky and becomes a demonic rubber ducky, and ends up defeating Papa-san so easily and so embarrassing. But we all know this is an act. We all know it's an act because later on you see Ikki's family, Ikki's friends, hiding, and they're just like witnessing what's going down. And Vice is putting on an act, like, I ate your family, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've used you. Just ways to provoke Ikki, because the plan is to have Ikki defeat Vice. I'm not sure destroying him is part of the plan, but the master plan is to get Ikki to defeat Vice, and that way maybe Ikki's memories will return. Why, you may ask? Well, George pointed out something that made perfect sense. The reason why the contract has not been fulfilled yet is because Ikki views Vice as part of his family. That's the main reason why the contract has not been fulfilled yet. So if Ikki uses his powers again to defeat Vice, then his memories of Vice will be deleted, his contract will be fulfilled, and that means Ikki's memories of his family will return. However, we don't know the consequences of that. Will his memories of Vice will be erased? Is Vice gonna be destroyed? We don't know the answers until this coming Sunday, which is the last episode. Other than that, also another important question, which I forgot to mention. Ikki has a new job now, working at a ramen restaurant. And my question is, once he gets his memories back, is he gonna go back? Is he gonna start working at the ramen place? It would be super funny that on the last episode where everybody's happy, he receives a call from his new boss telling him, "Where are you? Like, you're scheduled to come in for work," and Ikki's gonna be all screaming and like, ah! Ends up running and does the job, and then tells his new boss, I'm afraid I may have to quit. Oh, I wouldn't want to witness that. That would be super funny if they did that, but I don't think they will do it. Like I said from the beginning, it was a chill episode because there was no enemies left to fight. So I understand why they did what they did, and for Vice wanting to help Ikki in this matter. So we'll see what's going to happen, but I get the feeling that it's going to be a happy ending nonetheless. Other than that, I think that's it. I mean, other than George offering apologies to Ikki for what he has done, other than, Ikki getting a job, other than George and Hiromi starting to develop a brotherly bond, I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, I enjoy the dinner scene because it just goes to show how insecure, nervous, like he didn't know how to behave. Ikki just like, he wants to be this person this family wants him to be, but he can't because he does not remember. Just that sheer awkwardness of that scene was spectacular in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's it. Have you seen the episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And if so, what would you have changed? Did I miss anything? Because sometimes I do miss some important facts here and there, even though I have my notes. And please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the last episode of Revice, guys. I can't believe it. It's almost here. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but it is what it is, I guess. I'll see you all on the other side of oblivion. Johnny!